Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shelley Plum, and I'd like to welcome you all to this segment of From the Hip. Today we're going to switch gears. Today we are going to be talking about women's issues specifically in Florida. And I am thrilled because we have with us today in studio an expert on the issue. We have State Representative Lori Berman. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me on the show today.
Oh, it's really our pleasure to have you, and I really appreciate you taking the time. So, women's issues. There are so many things that are popping to my mind when I think about that, and it's near and dear to my heart. First of all, obviously, I am a woman. I also have a daughter, so and I know you know that because we have talked about that before. So, what are some of the women's issues that you see pop up in your day-to-day travels?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues that affect the women in the state of Florida is the issue of equal pay for equal work.
Okay, yes.
Women in Florida only get 87 cents to $1 that a man makes, and over a lifetime, when you hear 13 cents, you don't think it's as big a deal, but over a lifetime, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. For professional women, it can be even in the millions, the difference between a woman making the same as a man. And interestingly, Florida's gap is smaller than a lot of other places, and so you would think that means that we're doing a better job, but actually it's not what it means.
Okay.
The reason why the gap in Florida is smaller, I think it's 79 cents nationwide, but we're at 87, is because we have more minimum wage workers in the state of Florida.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
okay.
So that makes the gap narrower because there are, whether you're a man or a woman and getting paid minimum wage, you have to get paid that amount of money. So that changes the gap, but it's a pervasive problem in society, and it really hurts women and it hurts their families.
It does. So I am curious, is why is there such a gap? I mean, we are in 2017, aren't we? The gap should really be minimal or not there at all. So why does it still exist?
I guess it's institutional. People think that women are working as for fun or as a second job, and they just don't sometimes take us as seriously. And the other thing is we need to lean in and also make sure that we're making the same salary as men, and we need to be saying, be finding out those kinds of things. Unfortunately, employers don't encourage people to talk about their salary and often discourage it. I've sponsored an equal pay for equal work bill in the state of Florida, and one of the things in my bill says if you're an employer and your employees talk about your salary, you can't retaliate against them for talking about it.
Okay.
The bill hasn't passed. We haven't even been able to get a hearing on it. But that's something that we need to do because people need to understand that, that they're being paid less than a man for comparable work.
Right. And that's very important. Is there anything, and I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you talk, and really, and I salute you for standing up for things like that. Is there anything that we can do as bystanders to help with that?
Sure, absolutely. This year in the legislature, we actually held a rally in Tallahassee. We had people come, we had about 200 women. And that's where you really make a difference. The Capitol is 6 hours from Palm Beach County. It's very isolated. We get up there, people are in a bubble, and they don't remember that we're representing all these constituents. So the more you can come to Tallahassee and meet one-on-one with your legislator and say, there's an equal pay for equal work bill, I'd like you to hear it. I think it's important for us to do equal pay for equal work in the state of Florida. That's how you can really start to make a difference. And when we held those rallies in Tallahassee,
yes,
we had some satellite rallies throughout the state also.
Really?
Yeah, so
okay,
we need to have more rallies and more discussions one-on-one with your legislator and tell them that this is what you want.